Hello to all signs. Welcome to Josie K Tarot. I'm Josie K, and this is a soulmate healing reading. Okay, so this is for those who have been waiting for something to transpire, hoping to go forward or let go of going forward, right? For those of you who have been with me from the beginning and come to me for those month-to-month readings to make sure you're walking the highest, best path, thank you. Thank you for your comments, your likes, your shares, your subscribes. I was guided with what I was going to say is I'm into numerology, right? I have been since I was young. The spiritual numbers help for me to walk my path in a more balanced way. And today I was guided to the number 8, which is the infinity symbol. So I'm really feeling for those whom are in a situation whereby they're dealing with this person that they really connected with, karmic, soul, whatever. We need to recognize that with the figure 8, we go through a lesson with where am I? Over here. We go through a lesson with the figure 8 and we come to the crux. And then we go back through that lesson again, or we choose to do something in the cosmic order that is balanced. Okay, so for example, when we choose a new path, and we have freedom in this life path here on earth to make the decisions we choose. There are many paths of temptation around us, but Spirit's always trying to guide us into the path that is in our highest, best good. So each of us knows within if something is truly right or wrong. So as we step into a new path, we are to stand strong in and with our beliefs. You know, we have sometimes somebody who's trying to build a foundation just on curiosity. And that's okay at some point. But when it comes to commitments and partnerships, it is about watching for a period of time for something to grow into perfection, not something we have to question. Because then we go into where we're at now with the center of the figure 8 to recognizing, is there duality here? Or do I need to heal? Okay, because that's what's going to maintain balance. If we focus too much on another person and not on our own path, we can lose ourselves and our balance. So we are to recognize at this point, is there duality? Is there equal give and take? Is this thing rolling along beautifully, or do I need to heal? And for those of you who haven't watched my healing video, now would probably be a really good time, because at the end of April going into May, what we put our energy into, for good or for bad, things are going to come manifest, okay? Good or bad. So I thought a lot about putting this reading out. And I was looking at and took some messages about where these signs are standing. Okay, we've got Aquarius dealing with maybe a Pisces and an earth sign. We've got, which is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. We have them trying to, they're waiting to figure things out. The Capricorn, they have left something behind, and some are really enjoying their current path. So they're not to be tempted with at this time because they are in a mode of indecision. So waiting to go on whatever journey they have to do personally. Now we have Libra waiting on an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, or financial situations. Scorpios waiting in just a moment of pause because they're torn and can't make a decision. So they're waiting. Sagittarius is trying to free themselves from maybe memories of the past and are needing to recognize warnings as to where they step next. So they're kind of waiting. Virgos are releasing. Some are releasing Aries and or fire signs, Sagittarius or Leo, or someone who's a very passionate energy for some Virgos because there's a third party involved, or they're just caught up in the past. But they're releasing fire signs. Cancers, feeling like Virgo is a twin flame, feeling like love, but still kind of not having the answers they need, so waiting. Okay, Leos, letting go of unrequited love or not wanting to be open anymore. So they're letting go. So right down the line, and I could go on and on, Aquarius, thinking about letting go. Capricorn, did let go, a lot of them. Libra, waiting. Scorpio, waiting. Sagittarius, observing and waiting. Virgo, releasing. Cancers, contemplating, waiting for clarity. Leos, letting go. Geminis, not all Leos, but they are contemplating a love connection, where to go with that direction. Some Pisces have been hurt by fire signs or a passionate connection whereby there was unrequited love, so they're waiting or letting go. Geminis, a lot of them are trying to let go, and Tauruses are confused and trying to let go. So there's this waiting. Should I move forward and go for this, or should I let go? Okay, so that when I move into the next part of the figure 8, am I going to repeat pattern cycles into our behaviors, or am I going to create things in a balanced cosmic way where spirit will bless me for walking in my highest best path? So I need to really get in touch with my beliefs at this time, heal from what isn't working, and now figure out, how do I create my own joy? What is it that makes me happy day to day in my own personal journey? Not needing anyone around me to get that craft, that supply, that start that book, painting. What is it that I do that makes me joyful, content, and fulfilled every day? So, for those of you that have mentioned that I don't shuffle, I'm more of I feel the energies of the cards. I don't read and study the cards. I just put them together and I get a story. And so I just want, more than looking at the cards, to just really listen to the message, because Spirit is always trying to help us to heal and to go towards bigger, better, and more. And now is a very important time for that inner observation before coming into this temptation that we could be manifesting, good or bad. All right, so if you want me to teach the cards, let me know. Write me at my email, josiek42@gmail.com, and we'll work something out. In the meantime, representing the fourth week, I'm feeling around April of 2019. The faded energies are going to be available for these people who are stuck or stagnant to start to get strong. If you haven't felt them, I already have, that we manifested something, whoever this is, and they're saying, it was beautiful, it was wonderful while it was, and now it's slipping between my fingers and it's going on its way. And we have to understand that faded connections happen all the time in our lives, because we are to learn about ourselves through each other. So whoever is watching this, you or the other person, and this is going to change throughout. Now this is the Wisdom of the Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. This is the Twin Flame Messages Volume 2 by Mystic Moon. So somebody here is realizing, I made a bad choice. I walked a path that I chose, and now I'm getting the karmic result of that. Okay, so we can heal if we know that I stepped into a path that I shouldn't have, and I knew I didn't take the time to watch for the perfection. And now I'm in the moment of, is there duality? Is there equal give and take, or should I heal? Because either way, you're going to grow and become empowered. But sitting in the energies of stagnancy will not help the healing. All right, we have to get excited about something. So in the thoughts position of the circle spread, we have the yang energies. We need to start with that number 1 and say, this is about me, my happiness, my joy. What am I going to create in my life that brings me peace, joy, and happiness? I have wonderful people in my life. I need to open up my heart and remember that I have been blessed with soulmates. My children, my parents, my grandparents, my neighbors, my friends, they're the people that are meant to be in my life because I know they make me happy. And so this person who is recognizing that it was a fated situation, that it has ended in sadness, if they can put right now in the second half of April 2019 their energy into a hobby, gift, talent, skill, starting your own small business, looking for a better paying position, doing something that will fill you with joy and pride. This person who's watching the video and or the other are both trying to work on themselves. So We as a unit of people, society, are being guided to now come up with what it is you want to manifest, because in the month of May, number 5, that's when there becomes constant motion and unpredictability. All right, so by the second, let's see, so that'd be the 4th week still, okay, of April 2019. In the relationship sector, there's going to be a deep knowing. See, there's wisdom here with the owl. There's a deep knowing that even though I think of you, this situation has brought me discontentment. So creatively, the person watching the video or the other person, or both, are trying to think of what they can say about the situation. Somebody here is saying, I'm going to keep an eye on an open doorway because I'm recognizing that it is time to go. I don't want to carry this fated situation that caused me pain. I want to focus on a new opportunity. I want to look for this new doorway to open because I know it's time to go. See, 4 plus 5 is 9. 9 is about completion, moving into a new, exciting, joyful direction, leaving behind the karmic pain. Okay, so in the actions position, going into the beginning of May, it's about taking time to kind of rest and observe and heal and release. Every time that memory comes up, say, I learned that lesson, I'm done. And move on to what makes you fulfilled, happy. Even if you just need to rest, read a book, watch some movies. I think the other person is telling the person watching this video, I want you to be happy. I don't know what to say to you at this time. I'm trying to think of what to say, but I'm trying to also find myself at this time. So in the emotional aspects position for the person watching the video, Spirit's saying, now is a time where you can create a new direction for yourself, because 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 is a very spiritual number. It seems like a difficult time, but it's a time to move into a path of greater fulfillment, to free yourself from that karmic pain, to find yourself in something exciting. How do I create my own joy in my own personal journey? Because I need to work on myself because everyone else is taken, right? I need to work on my happiness because everybody else is taken and working on theirs. So emotionally, I feel like the other person, to whoever's watching this, is saying, I'm afraid to take this step because I'm still trying to find myself. It could be the person watching the video is thinking that as well, or both people. Subconsciously, this is a time to think, recognize that deep knowing. There could be some here who are thinking, am I not good enough for you? And that means you're rating yourself on the reaction of another. So this karmic situation could have caused for someone to feel neglected, rejected, whatever, but there was a lesson there. We are always good enough. Just because someone doesn't, yeah, I was thinking that we're like, humans are like little children really, but we grow up and become adults. And it's like some people, and I think it happens to a lot of people, they want someone to be their person. And like a little kid, they're like, well, they don't want to be my friend. They don't want to come in my life with me. And then they start to get angry and frustrated and caught up in it. And that therein is the lesson. Love is about patience and kindness without expecting anything in return. And passion, a lot of times now in society, is about getting what I want. I want what I want right now. And then you get what you want, even all the way maybe into a marriage. And then people are like, well, we didn't really build it on patience and kindness. We really didn't build a solid foundation. So it's about enjoying the journey. So in the second half of April, going all the way into and through the second half of May, it's about meditation. Realizing that I stepped in the wrong direction. I walked down the wrong path. I watched. I didn't walk in the path with great perfection. And now I'm observing and learning about duality, whereby it is time to go. Day to day, there's this strong desire to finish a conversation. There are so many things left unsaid. Therefore, someone here wants to manifest a communication. But that communication is now going about their way because they're trying to find themselves. They're afraid to take the next step emotionally all the way into mid-May. So look for that doorway. And if and when this other person decides what it is they want to say, then let them come. But in the inner strengths position, the outcome position, Spirit's giving this person watching the video the ability to recognize, truth be told, I went down a path with this person and I learned about myself. I recognized the pain that I caused myself because I stepped into this path and I tried to manifest. Now I just want this person to be happy. This person wants me to be happy. And I think, yes, the other person is just afraid to take the next step at this point. So Spirit's saying, put on this golden mask. Take the knowledge you have obtained and go into this new direction, a new, exciting, creative direction. Dig deep and think and rest about what is it that makes me happy? How do I create my joy at this time? What do I want to see come manifest of it in this new path, this new journey? As I look for greater, better, and more happiness in my life. Letting go of the desire to manifest that communication. They are thinking of you, but they're still trying to find themselves. They are reminded of you, and maybe you have a deep knowing of that. But we cannot allow ourselves to get held up in the energies of stuck. Should I wait? We cannot and should not wait on what another person is doing in their own personal journey. We need to find our joy. And to remember that love is patience and kindness. Pulling back and finding a new direction will help you to heal. So in a 3-card summary with the same wisdom of the Oracle deck, Spirit's saying in the second half of April 2019, really think about the previous chapter and what you learned about yourself. Watch, heal, and then grow. Did it start out in perfection? With perfection, was there and is there duality? And how are you now empowered? How are you going to be stepping into a new chapter with exciting new goals and intentions so that you can create joy? If you're in a partnership, recognize that this previous chapter with this person is something I manifested at one time. I should think about what I can do for them each and every day. As that will, as I help others or give to others or this significant other, that will create joy within me. Yeah, communication may come in the second half of April, but whoever's watching this that is resonating with the messages, Spirit's saying all the way into and through for sure the beginning of May, go the distance when it comes to your personal joy so that you can heal from sitting here. This little fairy has wings, and instead of flying and enjoying that happiness, she's sitting here over this glass encased heart that says, yes, no, maybe so. Should I or shouldn't I? Right? It's time to breathe. It's time for a new joyful idea, a new joyful direction. by the second week of May 2019, this person is going to recognize a change in the wind after some time of rest, after working on something else. A doorway is opening up, and they're using these energies to acknowledge that they're just not ready to take that step. But I'm not going to hold myself still in my path waiting for them to make adjustments in theirs. And so at the crux of the infinity sign, if you can learn from what this taught you and how it made you more empowered and knowledgeable spiritually, blessings are coming. So this egg represents your goals and intentions, and Spirit saying, we are going to give you the key to opening up that joy so that you can find happiness in your life once again. So that you can free from what you thought was fated. And find yourself. Find your own joy. It's about balance. The journey of eternity is best walked in and with balance, and by taking the steps in cosmic order. Learning, loving, healing, observing, communicating, coming into an awareness, and recognizing the lesson. Because remember, the center of the infinity is where we're at right now with the number 8, is when things are revealed. So now is a time to really look at the situation for what it is and say, I'm going to go find myself. I'm not going to hold myself up waiting for another human being. Even if there are unsaid words, I'm going to look towards the doorway of happiness in my life. So I pulled one card from the Daily Guidance from Your Angels deck by Doreen Virtue. And the message is, let your past go. The burden of carrying your past around has made you weary. Amen. Dear one, it's time to set this burden down. Keep only the lessons and the love, and leave everything else behind. You don't want it, you don't need it, and now it's gone. What do you desire now? How do you create your joy? It's a time of new beginnings and successful achievements. So I just shuffled the Osha Zen Tarot for spiritual guidance and or clarification, and Spirit is saying, allow yourself to fall into and have trust and faith in Spirit, that as you come up with what is bringing you joyful day to day, you will be able to free yourself from that karmic pain. In your thoughts, it is time to apply the energies of the Queen of Swords, who sets goals and meets goals and continues to contemplate what she can celebrate next. What is it that is continuing to guide her towards joy in her life? Because that's what somebody here needs to discover within themselves. In the relationship sector, it is time for a rebirth. Amen. So sometimes a person can go through the whole 10 swords, starting with creativity, going through recognition, having to heal, and discovering what's revealed in the end, all in their own mind, this whole inner path. And now it's a time to have that deep knowing, to sit and think about, what is the truth that I can free myself from after a long and difficult path. So in the creative aspects position, we have the 10 of Cups, harmony. Trying to wait for someone to say what they think they want to say to you. and instead looking for that doorway to joy. And here it is. Wishes coming true as you trust in spirit, as you create new exciting goals and intentions for yourself. Recognizing, am I happy? And how do I find my joy? So I don't run away and think that my happiness is going to be elsewhere and fall off this cliff. So that's why Spirit's saying in the actions position, take a nap, watch a movie, read a book, start a craft, hobby, gift, talent, or skill, go help people. Emotionally, by mid-May 2019, I think this person is starting to recognize the energies of self-destruction. I think this is what the lesson was about, was self-destruction. And anytime we step into a karmic path that we know maybe isn't on a solid foundation, we have to go through the whole journey of healing and growing to recognize how we have empowered ourselves through a connection with another. So, subconsciously, it is time to postpone what looked better elsewhere. And stop asking yourself, am I good enough for you? Am I good enough for this? Am I good enough for that? There's a deep knowing of what you don't want. In the end of, well, going into May. Yeah, so day to day. There may be a desire to reach out, to communicate, to be curious once again. But Spirit's saying, whatever this is messing up your thoughts. It's messing with your head. Why? Because somebody feels like there still aren't enough things said, and they're trying to manifest that. But Spirit's saying, instead, move forward and focus on what makes you happy, because you have control over that, right? We can't control other people. So in the inner strengths position, Spirit's giving whomever is watching this video and is resonating with this situation the courage to move into a new direction with the Two of Wands. Truth be told, what was, and now I'm going to manifest what can be. Beautiful. So what do you desire? What brings you joy? You could be shining like the sun and have a breakthrough. Spirit is helping with the judgment energies for the process of elimination. I'm cutting away from anyone or anything that causes me negativity, sadness, unfulfillment, fear, worry, concern. And I'm going to find balance in my life by having a breakthrough idea, by creating a more balanced path by which I can control through my creativity, through my finances, through my ability to reach out, share, and connect with those who truly love and care about me. Yes. Yep. The spiritual lesson with the maturity card is that you can still have a loving, caring, giving connection with another that whom by which you communicate with very well. And it's okay to turn that into a friendship. Put it in the friendship zone in your mind, because spiritual maturity is saying your gift is now coming from the universe in the form of the Ace of Wands to help you to come up with a creative, exciting idea whereby you create your own joy. By setting goals and intentions and having a deep knowing that it's time to move forward into a new fulfilling path, if even in your thoughts. Well, someone else, and maybe you, try to find yourselves at this time. So that's why I did the healing video, is because we're coming to the crux of the infinity sign, and we can either move forward and repeat old patterns, behaviors, and cycles of destruction, or we can trust that Spirit is saying, now is not the time. And be okay with that, okay? What is it that you desire now that brings you peace and joy day to day in your own personal journey? You have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires within yourself. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you're ready and you are deserving of them, these things will rush into your life as if by magic. Old things will end as new doorways open. Trust and have faith in Spirit. Let the past go. Somebody may recognize that they made a mistake, but we're being guided to focus on a solid foundation with our friends, our family, our security, our stability at this time, so that we can ground ourselves and think more clearly, so that we can get rid of this mess in our head about things unsaid. Okay? Time to go towards the Ten of Cups. Happily ever after. Go in that direction. Do what you desire. And create your own joy at this time. Because some are going to find themselves in the position of the Queen of Pentacles. Financially abundant, secure, stable, loving, giving, caring, happy, and content. And again, you'll recognize that change in the wind if you set those goals and intentions now for yourself and your own personal joy. All right, so if you'd like a personal reading and we could talk about, should I go? Should I let go? All right, give me a call, or write me a text, an email at josiektarot@gmail.com. No, josiek42@gmail.com. My price list will be in the box below, and I am still offering the spring special, which is a 15-minute video reading for just $25 if you'd like to give it a try. Thank you so much for those whom have donated. That's helped me to continue to do what I'm doing each and every day. Take care, and God bless.